So I am back again with another video, and this is going to be a book haul. And when I say book haul, I mean like a huge book haul. Oh, like a lot of books. Yep, the sound of that. So first of all, don't mind my outfit. I got really comfortable. Let's just get started. So I'm gonna start off with the books I've already opened, and this book haul is in a span of like 2.5 weeks ish. And yeah, I might do a part 2 because like I still have more books coming. Sometime next week, sometime this week, some this week, some next week, and I might be buying more. So yeah, let's start. So I'm gonna start off with this special edition of Lore of the Wilds by Anila Sabrana, and I've never read the book. I saw it on Vinted. I was like, oh, let me get it. Yeah, look at that sprayed edges. It's so pretty. And then this is the back, and I'll just show you the inside of it. Isn't that so gorgeous? And then, oh my, actually didn't even see this part, the cover. Wow, let me take it out of this. Wow, it's so pretty. So pretty, look at that. And I literally got it off, like, I got it for like €25 off this seller. Okay, my cat is here. Stop, move. So yeah, I got it for like €25 off this seller off Vinted. And then this is like how the inside of the cover looks like. It's just so pretty. Oh my gosh, I think there's something in my eye. I actually don't know what this is about, but I'm gonna get the like normal edition, like paperback off like Amazon later. It's a fairly exclusive edition. And it's so gorgeous, and it's so cute on my shelf. By the way, this is not in order of when I got it, because I got this like a few days ago. And if you've seen my very first video, I already have this in a paperback, and I already read it. It's annotated and everything, highlighted. But I wanted the hardback because new copies of the books are coming out. I think that's just going to be the standard edition, because she's releasing the second book, and she changed like how the cover is going to look like and everything. So this is how gorgeous it looks. I think it's a cute hardback, honestly. I just needed one just for display, I guess. It's very basic, but look at that. Nothing more to it. I've also needed this book, When the Moon Hatched. I'm probably going to get the paperback as well. I was supposed to get it off Amazon, but it was like, what, €18 for just one book. And that was the paperback, not even the hardback. So I was like, no, let me wait. And then I finally found it on Vinted for a $5, and the person was from Ireland, so I only got it in total for like $6 something with delivery, like with shipping. So that was really good. I waited, and it's perfect. It's perfectly new and everything, and I love it. It's really cute. That's how the map looks like. I think my thing is okay. That's better. That's how the map looks like, and how the cover is pretty standard. But yeah, ooh, there's 2 maps. I'm sorry, like it's like I'm not even looking at these properly. So looks like that, and then there's another map at the back, like this. This is gorgeous. Oh, it's the same map as well. Okay, it's really nice. I like it. And if you watch my very first video, you know I already said this, that I really love the Folk of the Air series by Holly Black, and anything by her I love. So I got another copy of this, but I don't know what edition this is. Is this like it might be like a Waterstones edition or something, but yes, look how, don't mind this. I got it off Vinted for €25. But I just love the purple one, like this gold. Look at this. It looks yellow on camera. What? It's actually, yeah, it's a bit yellow, brown. with age, but that's okay. Why does it actually look like that in the sun? Anyways, doesn't matter. But it's a pretty standard hardback. This is like literally the cover, like that. So it's a basic, and it came signed and with an author's note, like that. So I'm guessing this is like Alcrate. It's an Alcrate one. So it's like another company who does like special editions, and that's the signed copy. And this is like I have so many signed copies now, and I'm just so happy. So then I also got the Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Lark. I already had the first two, and then I bought these. I got them, and I heard some controversial stuff about the author, but I was kind of disappointed. But I don't know. Got these. The covers are really pretty. The first two covers, I'm not even bothered to get them, but the first book is it says it here, The Brutal Prince. The second one is The Stolen Heir. So I already had the first two for like a few years, and it's like, oh, let me just get this. Someone's selling it vintage for a cheaper price, and it's literally all new, brand new. See the covers? I'll put them in order. So this is book 3. Book 4 is this one. Book 5, I think, and then book 6. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I also bought this one, The Bully by Sophie Lark, before I heard anything about the author, like more controversial stuff. And I was supposed to buy these years ago, but now, and I was like so confused where I could never actually find like these specific covers anymore. It's because she changed the covers completely, and it has a totally different name. So there is 2 more I already bought. The other few books, that's the only ones I could find. The Rebel, and I can't remember the other name. It's still taking ages to come because the person is from France, so it takes a while. And it's UPS, it's always ever. But it's really heavy, but the cover is really pretty. Yeah. I also got this Skin of a Sinner by Evina St. Graves. I was supposed to get this like literally when it came out. I was hearing such good stuff about it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it. I never got it. I was too busy reading other stuff, too busy being in a book slump, too busy with school, work, and everything. I never got it. And then finally I heard that this specific cover is gonna be out of print in like a few days. So I rushed to get it, and then the minute I got it, like when it got delivered by Amazon, I bought this on Amazon, and the minute it got delivered, guess what? The covers, it changed the next day, and it was, I hated the new covers, to be fair. So I'm so happy I bought this. This is a dark romance. Is it dark mafia? No, it's just a dark romance book. Very dark. I think there's trigger warnings. Probably. Let's check. Yeah, dark romance. So the books I showed you before, the first 4 books were all fantasy books, and then the other 5 books were dark romance books. 6 books I just showed you there, dark romance books. So if any of you know me, you know I'm very silly, and you're probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, Robert, why did you do this? Like, what are you actually doing? But I already owned this book. Like, I owned it. It's like this is actually one of the first few series I started reading when I started getting back into reading, like 4 years ago. And oh, so good. And I already own all the books, but the one thing is, I saw this on Vinted, and I was like, the person is from Ireland, selling it for €1 each. I was like, why not get a second copy of the book? Why not? So I got 3 copies. So Bound by Honor is the first book of the am I serious right now? Bound by Blood series. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, and it's Bound by Hatred and Duty. I already own all the books, but the reading order is like, it goes, I don't know if you should read Luca Vitello first and then Bound by Honor, but basically this is in the female main character's point of view, and then Luca Vitello is her love interest by his point of view. So you can read either or first. But I read this one first, and then I read his book first. But I read his book after. But I think maybe, I don't know. I think I enjoyed reading her book first. But I was like, oh, with his book, I was like, oh yeah, just, you know, read. I read it really fast, like within a day, like within a few hours. So yeah, maybe you should read his book first, and then hers is more in depth. No, I think his is more in depth. No, yeah, read this first. And then it's Bound by Judy. I hope I'm actually saying this is the right order, because I read all the books. I can't even remember. No, she's a new series as well. Yeah, this is next. So it's okay. It's this series. I can't remember the name of the actual series. Like, it's Bound by something series. Wait. It's Born in Blood. Born in Blood series. And there's, I'll just read out the order. So Bound by Honor, Bound by Duty, Bound by Hatred, Bound by Temptation, Bound by Vengeance, Bound by Blood, and then there's another one, Bound by the Past, and then the Anthology, which is just like a little short story novella of all of them together, which was Bound by Blood, and that was 7 books, I think, 7, 8, and I read all of those. And then it's the Next Generation, and that is the Kimura Chronicles series, which I have all of them, and I've read all of them, and I love them so much. Then I got this Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent, and I'm actually so happy I got this one. I got it off Vinted as well, because they're not selling this copy in Ireland. They're only selling it in the US. They're selling the book, but not this specific, like, the like people on them. They're selling just like with the like letters and the words, and it's not really all that. But yeah, this person off Vinted Ireland was so nice, and she's like, you know what, where do you live? If you live nearby, I can drop it on to you. I was like, oh my gosh, I was so grateful. And she was only gonna take like €35 off me, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're so nice. But I was like, you know what, I have €40 on me. I don't have any, like, I don't have change or anything, so you know what, take it. And she was really kind. Yeah, I can't wait. I have her other books, so I can't wait to read them. Then recently, this came a few days ago when I was at work. It's The Warrior Fae by Carolyn Peckham and Susan Valenti. This is actually a damaged version of Amazon. Someone was selling it on Vinted. I was like gonna buy it because it was cheap compared to how it was on Amazon. So the person bought a damaged version of Amazon by accident. Like, so the damaged version came. And if you're worried where, like, not worried, if you're wondering where the damaged part is, it's just this white part. It's not supposed to be there. But yeah, I got it off Vinted, and the same person, she's gone on holidays now, which is sad, so I can't really buy anything off her again. But she's gonna sell the rest of the books for me for €65. Rather, like, if I get it on Amazon, it would have been like a good 100 or something, so that's a good bargain. And this is a fantasy book. I don't really like the Facebook. This is a fantasy book, and it's part of the Zodiac Academy series. So this is the Root Dispose of the Zodiac. So you kind of read this after book 3 of the Zodiac Academy. So yeah. So this is one of the last ones of the ones I've already opened, and this is the House of Flame and Shadow paperback edition. And I got this off Vinted as well, off someone who lived in Ireland, so I only got it off €5 rather than get it for like a good €20 off Amazon or Chapters or Eason's or anywhere else, because it's going to be €20. So this is the paperback I got off for €5. It's gorgeous. So I think I'm going to start with this one. So let's open. Oh, stop. Okay. What? Look at that. Look of want the paperback now instead. Because look. The paperback is gorgeous on this. Imagine that. It's two different authors, but like, paperback is gorgeous, but I don't know, does it look strange with the paperback? And this is Amazon Warehouse at the back. It's by Amazon. So this is a fantasy book as well, and it's called Slaying the Shifter Prince by Claire Sager. So it's a mortal enemies to monster lovers romance, fantasy romance. Let's see. Actually, I take it back. Look at that. Look at that. I swear I saw this on Vinted as well, and someone's trying to sell it for like loads of money, when it's literally just the normal hardback I got €15 off Amazon. Okay, it's a bit stiff because it's a hardback book. It's amazing. My dad just asked me, who am I talking to? It's like myself, and he's like, how can you be talking to yourself? Anyways, I can't, because this is just so pretty. It's so pretty. Actually, take it back. I'm so happy I got the hardback. Anyways, because the paperback was €25 and the hardback was 15, I'm obviously gonna get the cheaper one. So that's my interest in everything. Okay, it was in a shoebox, well packaged at least. And you might be asking, why pray tell did I get this? Again, even though I already have this copy of a hardback, but not the specific version. It's because this Iron Flame is a special edition. Oh my gosh, my other one is just plain. This one, I've been wanting to get it for ages, and I was able to get it off Vinted from this seller off from France for 25, well, €30 with shipping. €30. And look at it. Let's see the inside. Oh my gosh, the map just looks... Am I just being too much? Or I think the map is kind of the same, but look at that. Wow. Okay, it's just a normal plain one, but I love the black edges. The only one I'm missing is the Fourth Wing hardback. And I'm not just a reader, I'm also a collector. That's probably why it looks like I'm getting too much stuff. And last but not least, this huge box. So the box is just huge for no reason. The person just stuffed it with a bunch of paper, and this is how small the packaging actually is. What? I thought I was missing a book. So let's open that one. And then there's these ones. These 3 books. So I'll go in order of the actual reading order. So book 1 is The House of Earth and Blood, and it's book 1 of the Crescent City book by Sarah J. Maas. I have all of her books. Okay, I think the video just cut out for some reason, but I said this is the first book in the Crescent City series by Sarah J. Maas, and I own all her books now. This is House of Earth and Blood. Oh, it feels so... But the one thing downfall of this book is that this is the US version. This first one here. It's really pretty. That's the thing. Look at that. Maybe go check in chapters before doing anything, because they have the hardbacks in chapters. And look at that. It's not... This is the US version. It's pretty. Maybe I should just leave it, because the seller was actually really, really, really nice, and I didn't even realize, like, I'm kind of disappointed. But I did this myself. I didn't check properly. But look. Oh, I love it. These 2 are the UK versions, and they're down there. Get me? I'll show you. Like this. Like that. Can you see? It doesn't make sense at all, no. This is book 2. House of Sky and Breath. Book 2 of the Crescent City series. And let's check the inside. Ooh, so that means that the UK versions are like this as well. So that means I actually might just, or I might give that one to my sister and then just buy myself another one. I'm very picky when it comes to my books, so I need them to match. This is book 3, House of Flame and Shadow. And I think this is I don't know, between this and the blue one, which one is prettier? But, okay, the inside of this one is way better than the blue one, but the blue one is gorgeous on the outside. And see, these are both just black, normal black. You saw this earlier. Let's see if we can find it. The paperback and then the hardback. I'm gonna need the paperback for these two as well. So that's the end of this book haul. Look how gorgeous. Okay, this video is getting too long. Bye.